How long could you last? Scenario number 5, stranded. Now, this has happened to me. Luckily, it was a very short-term issue, but I have known of people that have been stranded in their cars for days, and in some very extreme cases, even weeks, especially if you're talking about areas that get very heavy snow and ice, and basically roads are just completely shut off for a pretty large amount of time. And if you're behind that roadblock, you could actually be facing death if you don't have a plan and some survival skills. So how long could you last in this situation? Do you have a kit in your vehicle? What are the resources in your vehicle? Do you have repair items? Do you have tools? Do you have means to recharge your cell phone? Do you have another means to communicate for help, especially outside of just your cell phone? What about flares and strobes to grab someone's attention if you need help? Maybe a flashlight to navigate yourself around the vehicle or inside the vehicle. Food, water, change of clothes, hygiene kit, blankets, air compressor, multi-tool, fire starter, fire extinguisher, tarp, tent, ropes and tow chains, folding shovel, first aid and trauma kits, maps and compass, survival knife, duct tape, metal container, and maybe a secondary means to transport yourself out of harm's way. And they have those very small and lightweight floating bicycles, and maybe you have roller skates. Maybe you can do that well, and maybe that could help you get out of an area. If you're into skateboards, maybe you just keep your skateboard in your vehicle. It's very compact options just to help you be a little more mobile and more efficient in getting from point A to point B. Do you know how to conserve the fuel in your vehicle? Let's say, for example, you're in the middle of a snowstorm, you get stranded on the road, and you only have like a half a tank of gas left. You may want to only run the engine 5 to 10 minutes, an hour, just to kind of warm up, your body, and then just turn off the engine, conserve the gas. And in more warm environments where you're stranded, you may have the opportunity to kind of explore the local area to see if there's resources or anyone in that area. But in general, though, they say stay with your vehicle, especially if you've been able to establish contact that you need help. It's always best in most situations to stay put. Does anyone know where you're at? Did you tell anyone before you left on this trip? Which is always a good thing to tell two people where you're going and when you should get there. So with this bit of information, and with your knowledge of your situation and what you have in your vehicle and the skills that you know in your head, how long could you last if you were stranded?